My name is Anne and this is Toby, and welcome to a Tobyknits Flosstube episode 63. If you are new here, go grab a cup of tea. You're going to need it. There's a slight chance you might need a biscuit today because we're going to be talking about cross stitch. And you know what that means? I talk a lot about cross stitch. Cross stitch is my first love. Yes, I love knitting and crochet, which I talk about every other Monday, but I love cross stitch the best. And so that's an every Wednesday thing. Possibly a little extra video coming Fridays, but we're going to talk about that later. What we are going to talk about today is a couple of things I've got in the mail from Historical Sample Company and from my dad. And then, of course, my weekly stitch, which is New Start Mondays, Tiny Tuesdays, Wheel Wednesdays, SAL Thursday, Friday, WIPGO Saturday, Sunday. Because yes, I stitch something different every single day. Do I get things finished frequently? No. Something that might take you not very long takes me a lot longer because I only work on it 2 to 3 hours each day. In the evening when I'm watching telly with my husband, or in the afternoon if I'm watching the football, because that has to be done. And very soon, of course, F1 starts. So I'm very excited about that. I do have a new project idea which I want to discuss with you, and set up some new what's the word? Stitch with me. Some will be recorded, some will be live, but more about that later. Let's get going. Let me show you what I got in the mail this week. So in the mail, I got from Historical Sample Company, who graciously sent me this. Thanks, girls. The February Cotton and Twine box. If you have never ordered one of these, if you have never seen one of these, my goodness, you really, really need to look. These are my very favorite box of anything that come by far. It comes with this gorgeous little, and the box is really handy too. It's a nice box. It comes all wrapped up lovely, and inside are some of the things. Let me show you. The February project is this. Look how lovely this is. It is a Happy Easter, and I don't have any Easter cross stitches, not one. So I'm going to be making this, and if any of you have ordered this or got it, do you want to do a stitch along with me? I'm going to explain all about this later, but in the meantime, here is what we are going to stitch. And inside you get the chart, which is black and white on one side, color on the other, and all the instructions inside, including all the DMC colors, just in case you run out by any chance. Also in the box, because we're going to finish it as on a board and put fabric on the back and then rickrack around the inside. Now, I've done one of these before for Halloween, and there was another one I did, and I can't remember what the other one was for the life of me at the moment, and I can't see it in here. So I'm not sure where it went. It might have been a Christmas one. I don't remember. But they gave us the fabric to go behind it, this lovely gingham. So this is basically how big it's going to be, because if this is going to cover the back, you can see it's not a very big piece. The only thing that I would say about these is they don't give you a stitch count, which is hard when you're trying to determine how long something might take you. Because we all know roughly how many stitches we get done in a day because of our apps. But this one doesn't. This is just telling us what it's stitched on, which comes in this lovely little bag and is a 16 count Aida. Look how sweet that is. It's like a beige color. And then we get the colors. And this is what I love to do. Look, let's put those there. How pretty is that going to be? Love it. And then we've got the rickrack. And there is also a needle, which was in this bag. Now I don't know where it is. Here it is. And we all know I love a gold needle. So there is all that stuff in there. We also got a tea bag, which I love these tea bags. These are so nice, the big and bold one. We also got a candy. Oh my goodness. Tristan, look what Nana's got. I'm seeing him tomorrow. We're taking him for the day. Well, actually, today is Tuesday, well, as I record this, because you always know I cheat and record the day before. But tomorrow, we are going to have him for the day because it's March break here in Canada. So the kids are off school. So we are taking him, and I might be bribing him with this. And then we also got this. Look at this cute, cute little chap. It is from Portland Living, and it's just, I guess it just sits. Oh gosh, it found a place with all my bunny stuff. Oh, so anyway, I'm super excited, super excited that I got this. Thank you again, ladies. You are by far my favorite people right now. And I'm going to tell you all about sew along I'm going to do in a minute. But first, let's talk about this week. Oh, I should also mention that today is my mother's birthday. So happy birthday in heaven, Mom. She would have been 91 today. And she passed away 10 years ago. I miss her. I miss her every day. And I see her quite a lot, though, in the mirror. Yes. And I quite often hear her when I'm talking to Tristan. So it's all good. It's all good. But I do miss her. I can't believe it's been 10 years since she's been gone. Such a lovely lady. Anyway, so where are we? Yes, Mondays is New Start Monday. So each month, at the beginning of the month, on a Monday, the first Monday of each month, I pick a new project to start. That was the plan. There's been a lot more new starts than I had anticipated. But anyway, that doesn't matter. That's beside the point. Officially, I do a new one each month. January, as you know, is Sally. Once I've stitched them for the month on those Mondays, obviously it's not finished. So what I then do is put them in Real Wednesday. So they do get a chance to come out and play again. Then February was the birth announcement for Sunny, which is definitely going to have to get more love than just the 4 Mondays that it got in February and the occasional Wheel Wednesday. I'm going to have to figure something out, but I've got a plan. Wednesday, March, is this one. This is my Bothy thread, and this is Sewing Bee, which came in my Advent that I got for Christmas. There were 5 projects, and this was one that I thought I wanted to tackle first. It's quite small and it's quite yummy, and I actually feel and it's perfect for the sewing room. I actually feel like this one might get finished in the month, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Here is where I was last Monday. Obviously, I had just started it. And here, and I had thought that this Monday, I was going to be able to finish the cotton reel and start on the item beside it, which is a thimble, if you look there. So I was hoping to finish this and do the thimble. I got a lot more done than I anticipated. Now, yesterday I was not feeling the best. I was tired. I don't even know. All I wanted to do was sit and cross stitch. So I actually put 4 hours into this yesterday during the day. So all this is finished, and I've just started the little flag part, top of the flag part. So I am hoping next Monday to finish the flag and actually backstitch all of this before I start the bead that will go up here. But look how far I got with it. Pretty good, don't you think? There is a lot of backstitch in that, mind you, but hey ho, I like backstitch. It's actually one of my favorite things to do. Tuesdays is Tiny Tuesday. And up until April, and I think this is where things might change, I'm doing small projects, just something that is easily finishable. Because it's nice to have something that's finished and not be so engrossed in a project that takes 3 years to do. And you don't feel like you're getting very far, especially when you're only doing it once a week. So Tiny Tuesday, I decided I would just do small projects that come with cross-stitch magazines, primarily the British ones, because my dad sends them to me, or I buy them from here. And they always come with a small project inside that you can do. And I'm going to Stitch North next month. So I thought it would be fun to make some of these and take to do trades with the little stitchy kindness things that we do. So this is the one I am doing. Now, long story short, I lost the instructions for this. And so I've had to make my own version on a little software program that I used when I occasionally design cross stitch. Not very often, but I do have the software. So I ended up redesigning it or recharting it so I'd have a chart. And here is where I'm up to. This is on plastic canvas. And he's coming along beautifully. I just have a little bit at the bottom to do and then do some of the back stitch. Although I'm not even sure I'm going to do the back stitch. I might just back stitch the bow. If you look on here, you can see there is back stitch, but it's really quite hard to see. I don't really know. Do you need it? Anyway, I will decide when I get to it, but I'm hoping to finish this today because today is Tuesday for me, so I'll be working on this, and I hope to finish that today and turn it into the magnet that it will be. And then next Tuesday, I will be able to start something new. Wednesdays is Wheel Wednesday. And what happens then is I put the projects I'm working on for the week. So the 2 WIPGO projects, the 2 SALs, the New Start Monday, and previous New Start Mondays from previous months in the wheel. And the wheel will pick what I'm going to stitch on a Wednesday. So last week, the wheel picked for me Little Owl, which is a historical sampler company sew-along that started January the 1st and finished, and I'm still not anywhere close to finishing it, because, of course, I only do this once a week. But because it pulled up in Wheel Wednesday, I actually got to do it Wednesday and Thursday last week. Now, I didn't put a lot in to it because we were super busy last week for some reason. And I really didn't get what I would call a lot of stitching in. I don't even know if I got 2 hours each day. But anyway, here is where I was. And here is where I got to. So I finished all these trees off, started this little bit here, did this. So you can see it'll be like that when it's done. And I did a little bit more in the house with the curtains. These are the top floor. And I think I did this. So I did quite a bit in the 2 days, but I still have a lot to catch up on. And there's a new one starting at the end of March. Oh dear. It's very pretty though. These are in every corner. I love this because it's for my OCDC thing, whatever you call it. I always call it that. Oh my gosh, OCDC. For my OCD, which I think I just have a little bit of. I like things all matchy-matchy and things to make sense. And so this is in each corner. There is an owl, the same owl in each of the quadrants, let me put it that way. This is a full house, so that's the top of the house. And there are trees in each, but the trees are all a little different, which I love. It's still 2 trees, but each of the trees is a little different. But this is such a lovely project to stitch. It really is. Very Christmassy colors still, even though it was a January, February. But it's really nice. So, and this is also on a, I think this is 16 count. Yeah, looks like it. Beige. So it's the same as the other one I just showed you is going to be. So a lot of fun with that one. Fridays is Secret Grove. Fridays is my prettiest and probably favorite to stitch. And this is on a gorgeous 32 count Lugana in Wild Orchid. And this one is by Needlelot Designs. Oh, I just wobbled the table, sorry. This is by Needlelot Designs and is started, I think, in September or October. And it is a, every 3 weeks she brought out a new part. And it's all about this secret grove where the animals all live and at night come alive. And each of the animals has a little different story that she tells you each time. I'm massively behind in this as well, because again, I only stitch it once a week. And if I get 2 to 3 hours in it, that's perfect. But again, it's not a lot. And I did not get a lot done on this one. I don't even know if I got an hour in on this one on Friday. And I forget why. Totally forget why. But anyway, here's where I was. And here's where I am. So I just got a little bit more of this guy done. Not really a lot. But aren't the colors gorgeous on this? They stand out so beautifully on this fabric. And my friend bought me this fabric for it was my birthday or Christmas, I can't remember. So Liz got me this. It's just gorgeous. I love it. So this is Helos, and I forget the name of this chipmunk. Totally forget the name of it. But there's a bunch more to come because it's going to be quite long. It's a long piece, so this is how long it's going to be. And they've just came out with part 7. I think it goes up to 8, 9, or 10. And I believe part 7 just came out, And I think that's a bunny rabbit, which looks amazing. But yeah, it's a lot of fun to stitch this one. I love it. It's just, the colors are divine. Very easy to stitch. It's a very easy one to stitch. So that's Fridays. So those are 2 SALs that I'm doing. And then Saturday and Sunday I'm doing WIPGO. And the way I do my WIPGO is I don't count stitches, I don't count hours. I just stitch 2 projects, one on every Saturday and one every Sunday. So whatever the 2 numbers are, one's a Saturday stitch, one's a Sunday. If I get an hour in, great. If I get 5 hours in, great. If I don't stitch it at all, doesn't matter. It's just the fact that on those Saturdays and Sundays are the items. Now, the one I'm doing on Saturday is one that I started in 2007 or 8 when my boys were young and both playing hockey. And this is it. It was a Dimensions kit, and it is, a Creative Accents kit. And this is obviously 2 boys playing hockey. One of my boys was a goalie for real, and the other guy was a centerman. So, and we had a dog, not that kind of dog, but we had a dog. And so this one is what I'm stitching. And here's where I was. And I didn't really get an awful lot more done. Or at least it doesn't look to me like I did. I just got the stick and down here, which were his pads. So those, now one of the other things I was going to, there's a little bit of color that comes in here in the net, and I was gonna do that, and then I could backstitch the net, the dog, and part of the boy, because I need this part still not done. But I had an issue in that when I looked at the instructions, it said I needed blending filament, and I couldn't find it. It wasn't in the bag. And I thought, well, they must have given me it. It must have been in the package, because they wouldn't just, it was a kit. So I had to go rummaging around in my box that keeps all my threads, that also has all my blending filaments in, and I found it. So this is it. So now I can finish that part. So you have to put this with a, I don't know if it's the white or a very pale blue, and I think it might be the white. And this will just sparkle enough in this to make the snow sparkly. So I am hoping that I can do that and then do the back stitch, which had been the plan, but it took me so long to find the thing. By the time I did sit down to stitch and decided, forget it, I'll just work on his pads, I only got an hour in. So I didn't get a lot of time on that one. Sundays is one that I think I started about 9 years ago. Again, another kit. And I think I've had this kit a long time. I might have bought this when my first son was born in 89, but didn't start it till we'd had our kids and they'd got married. So because I needed to know how many there was going to be and how many kids there was going to be, so I could put them all in the boxes. So here is where I was last time you saw this. And I managed to finish the rabbit, started to backstitch it, and I did some of this branch here because this color was in here. So I came over and finished this off before I then started to backstitch the rabbit. So here's where this one is. So that is super sweet too. Yeah, so that's my family tree. So those are what I work on each week for the month. Oh, that's making a lot of noise. For the month of March. Oh, the other thing I got in the mail this week, before we do Wheel Wednesday and the new project idea, was my dad sent me my latest Peter Rabbit subscriptions, magazines. So these are British. You can only get them in Britain. I think they've just released them in Australia. I feel like they will come eventually to the US and Canada, but I couldn't wait. And I am doing, there are samplers, so you get 4 magazines a month, or you can buy them weekly if you live in England. And let me just show you this one. So they come with floss to do this cross stitch, and you also get a sampler, and you also get a couple more patterns in it, 2 or 3 other patterns that come. This is the summer one, which I haven't started. We also got the fabric for it. I'm working the spring one right now. So there will obviously be 4, and each of my grandchildren are born in a different season. So my plan is to do one for each of them, although I shall have them in my house till they're of age that I think they can have them, 18. And instead of putting the word summer, I will put the kid's name, which of my grandchildren it is. It's a very long project, but it's fun because each little block is super cool. And I've got my Peter sampler in my WIPGO, and it's in there 2 or 3 times. It already got called for, I think it was January, so that was good. And it'll get called again, I'm sure, the other 2 or 3 times. So you will see it. It will come out eventually to play. But it's kind of nice because typically I can get one of the little blocks, like one of the little people done within the month. So again, you feel like you've accomplished something, you finished it. My stomach is rumbling, if you can hear that. I am absolutely starving. It's lunchtime. So it's fun to do. The other thing I really like about this too is, you know, because you always have the pattern, how fun would it be to just do the fox by himself? You know? Or the bee, or the... Anyway, so I got 4 of those, and with it, sorry for all the rattling, but they come in the plastic, and I don't take them out of the plastic till I'm ready to do it. But also in that what came in that particular... because it was a bit more expensive this month, because I pay for it. My dad just goes to my dad, and then my dad mails it to me. It was more expensive, and I was like, why is it $60? Like, it's not normally that much, but it's because we got this book as well. Oh, this book is amazing. It's just beautiful and has so many nice projects. It's got projects in it to stitch. It also has beautiful illustrations. It has information about your garden for that season and what you should be doing and shouldn't be doing. And lots of little projects that you can work on. But some of them are gorgeous. So it goes through, look at these alphabets. Are they not beautiful? I am so tempted to do that. The very, very first cross stitch I ever did when I was 17 was the letter A, and it was quite a big frame. It went in a, well, not a big one, maybe 4x4 or something. And it was the letter A, and it had this girl leaning on it. And I cannot find that anywhere. It's in a box somewhere. But I would like to do it again, and I really think that this is beautiful. And so I think I'd like to just do that and frame it by itself. And then maybe do one for Bob, you know, because I just think these are gorgeous. So this is the plant alphabet. See, there it is there by itself. I wouldn't do it on that kind of linen myself or that color, and not that big of a frame. But look at all the gorgeous little pictures in it. I sat and read this in bed for over 4 nights, and I sat and did each season. And then this is really cute. I like that. That's a nice saying one. But the one that I really like, that I really would like to do, let me just show it you. Of course, it's going to be at the back or somewhere, and I can't find it. Is this one. Holy moly, look at that one. Is that not just too cute? Would the kids not love that? And then they can practice all their counting. 6 butterflies, 7 leaves. I love that. I just thought that was so cute. And I like this idea too. You could stitch it and put it on a bag for their birthday. A birthday bag. I wonder how long those would take to make. Not long, I don't think. But anyway, I just thought this book was beautiful. So I was very happy with that and quite pleased. And then also my dad put in the Cross Stitch magazine for me. I love this one and The World of Cross Stitch. Both of these are British magazines. I really like them. And they come with these lovely kits. That's why I love them. Because you've got something to stitch and it comes in with everything in it. Now, I really like this, but I don't know if I want to make the card, but I love the idea. This is like a 3D frame that will go on top. But I might make it, but I might then frame it. I don't know. But there are some, oh, and look at this one in here. Oh, let me show you this one. This is so pretty. I can't find it now. And they also have alphabets in here too. Look at this. Isn't that sweet? I might make that for Sunny. Maybe a birthday gift for her. I love that. Oh gosh, I have all these plants. Oh, and wait till you see this. Now then, tell me, has anybody ever done that? Have you ever made a cross stitch into a lamp shade? I think, A, that's beautiful, and B, I really kind of fancy the idea of this. So you actually make 2 identical. So I'm not sure if that would interest me, but you make 2 identical, I'm assuming on the same fabric, but side by side, so that this becomes that on the next part. So it continuously goes around. But I just thought that lamp was absolutely brilliant. And how big is it? Let's see. You would do it on a 28 count. It's 90 by 130, 1 pattern repeat. So I wonder how long that would take to make. But I just absolutely love that. I think that's amazing. So that was 2 things in here I liked. And then there was this. Okay, this is, I'm super interested in doing something like this where you make a 3D item. I don't know if I want to do this, but I really am so interested in doing a 3D item. I've seen a couple, and they do a lot of that in this magazine. I'm pretty sure I've got it in a different magazine where it's a little beach hut. So I'm kind of very tempted to want to do that. Anyways, if I don't need any more things to do. Just to see the floor, it's such a mess. Okay, let's do Wheel Wednesday quickly before I then talk to you about the new project idea. Let's get out of this. And pull up Wheel Wednesday. Now, I've done something a little different with Wheel Wednesday in that I've only got 5 projects. I took out Tiny Tuesday. I took out the 2 SALs, the Secret Grove and Little Owl, because I feel like Wheel Wednesday should be just, and let me know what you think about this, should just be the 2 WIPGOs and the 3 New Start Mondays, because otherwise I'm never going to get them done, am I? So in here is Family Tree and Rivelry, because they're the WIPGOs for this month. Sewing Bee, which is this month's New Start Monday. My First Holiday, which was last month's New Start Monday, and Sally. So here they all are. Let's get rid of that. pull this down and we'll draw it to see what I get to stitch Wednesday. Sally again. Excellent. So Sally, I'll put a picture here of where I got to with her last time. She was my January new start, and she's the lovely lady who looks like my mum. So that's kind of cool because it's her birthday tomorrow, which is Wednesday for you guys. As I've said, it's so hard when I record the day before. I try to make believe it's the day that you're watching it, but in some instances I have to tell you it's not. So obviously it's not. So what did I do with the next thing to tell you about is the new project idea. I don't have an Easter project. I've never stitched anything Easter. So I definitely want to stitch this. Now it is 5 weeks till Easter. And I have no business starting a new project because it's not New Start Monday. I've got my New Start Monday. There's no other day of the week I could be doing this. So I've come up with this idea. And I've heard other people do this. Tell me what you think. I am going to stitch this Monday to Friday, 1 hour every morning when I have my first cup of tea of the day. And what I'm going to do is break it down into 5 sections, and each week do that section for the 1 hour each morning. So for example, I always start in the middle. So let's just say my first section will be the word Happy Easter, the 2 bunnies, and this. I don't know if I can do all that in 5 days, an hour a day, but you never know. Then the next section will be this part, this part, this part, and this part, all in sections. Okay, are you with me? I am going to start it live and stitch it for an hour, even though it won't be in the morning, don't worry. Stitch it live with you at 2 o'clock on the 14th. So that's this Friday. And I'm going to set it up at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So it's, what is that? Oh, I don't even know. You'll have to work it out because I don't know where you're all watching from. So it's hard to tell. So anyway, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to start it and stitch for an hour that day. And then as of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the following week, I will stitch an hour each morning on those items I told you. The following week, the 21st, 28th, the 4th, and the 11th. And then I'm hoping by the 18th, because I want it finished by the 18th, that's Good Friday, we're going to put it together. So on the 14th will be a live. The 21st, 28th, the 4th, and the 11th, which are Fridays, will be a stitch with me, but they will be recorded. So I will literally sit and stitch and put that video up, and you can stitch as well and just watch me stitch it. I don't know if that'll be an hour or just half an hour, but I'll do a stitch with me on those 4 days. Then on the 18th will be another live. Not sure what time yet, probably 2 o'clock. And we will put it together. What do you think? You want to do it? You want to join in with me? I mean, you can use your own project if you want. Find a small project that you think you can get done in 5 weeks, and you can work on that. Or if you have this, let's do it together. Let's have some fun. Okay, that is all I've got for you right now, and I am so hungry. I could eat a horse. But I'm not. But I am going to go make something to eat now. Put my feet up, edit this, and do some stitching on my little tiny rabbit. I will see you all Monday for a Tobyknits, which is St. Patrick's Day. But if you're not into knitting, well, that's okay. Not everybody is. I'll see you next Wednesday for another floss tube. No, I won't. I'll see you Friday for a live. Oh, I'm so excited. Are you excited? I'm excited. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.